Hello, good morning, friends. How are y'all doing today? Happy Monday. It is Magical Monday, it is Motivational Monday, and it is also Merch Monday. The T Public site is actually having a sale right now. Usually they do like a 35% off, but they're doing 40% off right now. So if you've been eyeballing something in the store from today through the 23rd, everything is going to be 40% off. Okay, so definitely go check that out. And, if you see something you like, do it. Anyway, let's dive into our card of the day, shall we? So, our prompt for today from my Let's Do This Witch prompts is what options do we have right now? Okay, and the prompt suggested pulling two, and I do have two cards for us for this one. And much like my cards, both of these options are actually pretty good options in my humble opinion. So, let's dive into it and see what that means for us. So, Hey Witch. So our first card is Judgment. Okay, so one of our options is to really be paying attention to any kind of aha moments that we've been having, any kind of epiphanies, okay? And using those epiphanies to change, to transform ourselves. Whenever we have the clarity, listen to the clarity, okay? So this feels like a lot of contemplation. This feels like a lot of seeing what needs to change and then taking the steps to figure out how we're going to make those changes. Whereas our second card, okay, is the Queen of Cups. So this one is more in tune with emotions, more in tune with our intuition. Okay, really paying attention to what we've been feeling lately, paying attention to where we are feeling guided intuitively. All right, so, and really acknowledging any kind of growth in our emotional selves or even our intuition. I feel like, well, both of these cards are encouraging us to do some self reflecting. So, one of these cards I feel like has the messages coming from outside of us, right? More along the lines of signs, okay? Seeing signs, hearing the call, paying attention to outside guidance. Whereas the other one is more focused on internal, right? Like internal guidance. Where are we feeling pulled intuitively? Where are we feeling guided from that inner guidance space within us? So we have the option to choose either one of those, okay, and really align ourselves with that. But honestly, I think, and this kind of came up in my personal poll as well, I think that we can find a way to merge these things together. I pressed that stop button at 2:22, so alignment. Because what would happen if we listened to our intuition and it coincided with the signs that we have been seeing outside of us? What would happen if we nurtured ourselves as we are having these groundbreaking epiphanies and aha moments? So take some time to really dig in and see how this fits for you. Because I feel like some of us are going to be both options and others are going to feel really pulled to one or the other. And trust that pulling, my friend. That is that inner guidance. So how are you going to do this work today? Let me know in the comments and I will see y'all next time. Bye, friends.